Needed. So today we will explore something that when we are using the social media, what are the insights of this? How we are using this and how the industry people are using or looking this social network. Correct? So just for a while you have to think a scenario in front of you. Suppose you are on the LinkedIn. You all are or not?
Yes.
You all are using the LinkedIn?
Yes.
You may have some of the connections. Correct? Perfect. So just assume that there are two friends you have and you have the 500 connections in the LinkedIn and your classmate, your batchmate or your friend have the 50 only. So you may think now how poor you are. You have only 50, I have 500. Correct? Is this feeling or not? 50 connection student or person is poor guy? Right? So what do you think? That who is more influential in getting the job referral? Because you all are the student. You want the job reference for the connection, maybe for in the next semester or year. I am not exactly knowing that which semester you people are belonging. But in the 8th semester, you want to do the internship in the summer semester. And after this, definitely we all have an aim to get a good job. Sometimes you are getting the job in the campus, but sometimes it is required to get the offline job as well. And in that cases, you need a good reference because when you are going in the offline, there is a huge impact of the reference. Is it so or not? Do you know what is the meaning of the reference? Why references are required in the industry? Because directly we are not. So the definition of importance changes when we are changing the references. So by only the connection that a person having great connection, blindly you cannot say that this person is a more important person. So again, these are some of the points that I am giving you that you have to think this direction, right? In the same way, in the network, we have two things. One is the node, one is the edge. So when we are talking about or we are analyzing the network, we have two basic elements. Either we can talk around the node or we can talk around the edges. Right? So here again, which vertex is important? There are so many edges you are able to see here. Right? How we can understand this? For so many analysis, we require to understand that which edge is more important. Okay? So with the inside of the social network, we are doing this kind of things. So briefly, if I conclude the introduction part of this, then we can say that if we want to understand the social network analysis, then we need to understand how can we formalize network. How we can design the network. Suppose I am saying you that you have to draw a social network. Are you able to design by only saying this, or you need some more information to me and ma'am how I have to design? What I have to design? Who will be the nodes for me? What is the definition of the connection? You need something more, right? Then how can we describe the structure of the network? Inside this we will see in this lecture how all these three questions can be answered. If broadly we see that where social network exists, because now a time there are lots of the buzzwords we have, deep learning, AI, ML, all these are the buzzwords. Might be social network is not a so highlighted buzzword in our community. So you can see here that how this word is connected. So SNA is not independent. In this we require the uses of the concept of the machine learning when we are implementing. We want the natural language processing also. So many concepts are interrelated. So when you want to work with the SNA, definitely there is some basic knowledge of the machine learning concept, NLP, all this is required. When you want to work with this, you can do some minor project or major project also. So before that you have to prepare like this. So when we are, this is just just a basic, because I am not aware with this that what is the step you people know, you have a knowledge. So I have just some introduction I have. If you have a knowledge, then quickly I can skip, and if not, then in detail we will talk. So when we are talking about a network, as earlier I told you that there is a node and edges, two basic elements we have. So what in reality, how we can visualize our node? So when we have a computer network, in the lab we have a network now. Sometimes you have a LAN, sometimes in the internet you are working. So what node can be presented? So this node can be my computer, this node can be a person. When you are using the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, that time node can be presented as a person. You in an organization, if you are talking about, I am talking about the network of my organization, then this could be the employee. So anything, any entity kind of thing, we may assume could be represented as a node in the network. And when we are talking about the edges, so this edge can be talked as the edge or the arc or the type or the link or the lines. All these are the synonym word we are using in the social network, and this could be a connection. When we are establishing a connection between two nodes or two actors, this is called as a